Hi everybody, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new. In today's video I'm going to be talking about my 2023 zone cleaning schedule, what is staying the same, what is changing, and kind of a look at how I am going to be tracking it in my planner. I am using an Erin Condren vertical spiral bound planner this year, and I forget how many months it is, but it's not a full 18 months and it's more than a year. So and trying to fit all of my zones into a certain section of the planner is going to be interesting. A little background on my zone cleaning schedule and how it's kind of progressed into the way that it is now. So I started doing zone cleaning in 2020, and I forget whose video on YouTube. I had heard about Fly Lady and all of that, and I've tried to look into it, and it just seemed a little bit too much for me, especially because I'm not home all the time, and it's because I have to go into work and all of that. So it's like some of the things, it just seemed to be too much for one person to do every single day pretty much. And really and truly, I only have the weekends to do my cleaning because I do have a normal job that I work Monday through Friday, regular hours. And so either if I'm going into the office or working from home, that's just the way it is. When I'm working from home, there are some days where I just don't have time to focus on cleaning at all. When I watched the video, the person had her house split up into, I think, 5 zones. So she was pretty much cleaning every single zone in a month, pretty much. And there are some zones like the pantry and all of that that could, you know, if there were only 4 weeks in the month, that could be put off till the following month or the next month that had 5 weeks. So she started off with her bedroom and her bathroom, and because those are her areas, her sanctuary, so she started with those. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and do that. And basically the first week you focus on cleaning that along with cleaning the rest of the house. And by cleaning that room, you are doing a deep clean. You are doing the things that need to be done, that are like sweeping for cobwebs in the corners and doing all of that type of stuff. Doing a slow vacuum, any of that. So I tried that. I split up my 2,100 square foot house into 5 zones. And I did it for a while, partly because I was at home during that time, but yeah, it wasn't manageable for me, especially on the weeks where it got really chaotic at work, or I just didn't feel like doing the cleaning at all, because there are weeks that people just don't feel like cleaning and they let their house go to shambles, and you know, they pick up once they are feeling better. And that happened to me several times, and then I just felt like I had to catch up and do all of that. So when 2021 came around, I kind of changed it a little bit. I still tried to do the stuff, but then I tried to add in things like that I would do quarterly. I still tried to do everything in the 5 zones. That didn't work. So it wasn't easily maintained that much. So in 2022, which is the current year, I split my entire house up into 13 zones. And the reason why I did 13 zones was because there are 13 weeks in every single quarter. Because it is just me in this house with 4 cats and no other human beings except for the occasional time my mom comes to visit. My house doesn't really get that dirty. It's just a basic maintaining of everything. So if I had kids running around on the carpet, I would be cleaning the carpet pretty much every single month. I would be doing all of that, but because it's just me and the cats, I don't pull out my carpet cleaner all that much, and it's only when I have to clean a lot of cat stains that are on the carpet, or when I spill something that needs to be kind of collected and everything. That is why I decided it was best to just do the 13 zones. I hit every single zone every quarter. And some of the stuff doesn't need to be done every quarter, so I split my schedule up into monthly, what did I do? Weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-yearly, so that's every 6 months, and then yearly things that need to be done. And I know I have a previous video where I showed you setting that all up. Well, this year because I'm back in a regular Erin Condren, which it looks like this, my little snowflake cover. This is the vertical. So that wasn't showing you the vertical page, but it is just a ring bound notebook. And I didn't want to handwrite everything because sometimes my handwriting just looks like crap, and I'm a perfectionist, and when it looks like crap and when I make mistakes and whiteout, my whiteout is not the best. Anyways, so this year I spent some time, I looked at my previous notebook or planner that I had handwritten everything down for my zone cleaning schedule, and I was like, how can I make this better? And I really wasn't able to keep track of the things that I did quarterly, monthly, like what months I did them in, to keep track of it better. So I actually this year decided I was going to go onto the free site that I do to do my thumbnails for my videos, but it is Canva, and I went on there and I was like, okay, let's find a template for a checklist. And then from there, I kind of manipulated the checklist and everything to what I want it to look like. So I don't know if you can see them, but instead of doing the weekly like I did before, I just went ahead, because weekly I'm going to do a quick wipe down of all the flat surfaces. I am going to clean the windows of all the nose prints from the cats, and then I'm going to vacuum. I'll tidy and do all of that, but it's not like a big thorough cleaning. It's just every room gets a wipe down if it needs it, cleaning of the windows because my cats like to sit in the windows, and then the vacuuming, and then we move on to the next room. So it's not, that's what I do every weekly. That's a weekly maintenance cleaning. So with monthly, there are some things that need to be done monthly. So, and I put those as a monthly thing, and then there are quarterly tasks that don't need to be done monthly. It can be done quarterly. And then on some of them, I don't even have every 6 months and then on the yearly one, it's pretty much the same thing. It's looking for cracks, nail pops, if I need a caulk anywhere or any of that type of stuff. So, and then on the left-hand corner, I added in the months, so that way I can go through and start checking off when I do them to keep better track of, yes, I did do this and I did it in this month. So that way when it comes to the next quarter or the next 6 months, I can kind of like actually make it every quarter or every 6 months, do it the right, around the same time. So I am going to test this out. I did print these on sticker paper, so I will be pulling these off and putting them in my planner, and I will do that a little bit later. But that's pretty much what's changed. It's nothing really much has changed on the actual checklist from what they were last year, except for one item, and I won't be able to share that until next week, what that item is. So look forward to that video. But let's go ahead and move into putting these stickers into the book. Here is a look of what the stickers look like. I, again, just printed these out, and then I used my Silhouette cutter. I do have the files in, like, I made the Canva file and saved it as a PNG, and then I imported it into Silhouette's cutting thing. And then I already had some dimensions for the pages, so I was able to easily do the stickers. And I mean, it's nothing fancy with these. It's just straightforward, which is kind of what I like, just a little minimal on this, so that way the focus is on actually checking off everything that needs to be done. So here are all of the rooms that I've done. And then I'm also including these two because I'm not really doing a planner video. So I'm also going to include a what I watched sticker and I may actually need to print more of these out because I do watch a lot of TV shows. And then I am going to do a books read, which I think this is manageable. I am trying to get back into reading, but this is just kind of, I think this is the right amount for me. I'm not going to try to focus on doing 50 or 75 books or any of that because, you know, I want to do some other things as well, but I love reading and all of that. But I am including these in here just so you can see that I have that as well that I've done. So I am in my Erin Condren book here, and as you can see, it is just the regular vertical and everything. And the planner, the pages that I'm going to be using are in the back. I have 13 zones, and you know what? I'm going to start from the back and work my way forward to make sure that I actually have counted right. I've counted it about 100 times, but I still don't trust myself because I still think that I'm missing some numbers. Anyways, I am right back here in the notes section. I didn't add any extra pages. I don't know if that's even an option, but you have December 31st, and then you have all of these note pages back here. So I actually am going to focus on coming back here to the very last page right here, not the stickers, this page. And yes, you may be able to see the sticker, all of this behind the sticker that I'm going to put, but you know what? At some point, things are not always perfect. And I'm trying to embrace that perfection is not always possible. And so I have removed the sticker, and if I can position it the right way, the stickers I am using are repositionable, so if I'd rather not have to reposition them if possible. It's a little crooked, but you know, embracing imperfection. And I really don't use the calendar, so I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said, cover this up. I also don't use the contacts, that's the what it is. I don't know why, as soon as I sat down to film, I just started getting all congested. And this one at least has lines that I can kind of test and actually have it fairly straight. Go me on the storage closet. These are significant dates, but I know they're important, but for my needs and purposes, my foot is cramping as I'm doing this. Ooh, like the arch is cramping. It shouldn't be cramping because I haven't done anything today. The only thing I've done today has been dye my hair and then actually do my hair, which I don't normally do. And by do my hair, I dried it and straightened it, so. And I like to do that after I dye my hair, because I at least know that it's dry. And if there's any extra dye, which has happened in the past, sorry, brain power, could only think about lining up. I still had dye in my hair after washing my hair, and it stained some pillowcases in the past. So I try to at least dry my hair. That, and I wanted to film, so I wanted to have dry hair because it's a filming day of me sitting down in front of the camera, so I don't look like a complete mess for everybody. I still don't wear makeup because I have allergies. Every time I put eye makeup on, even if it's for non-allergenic, you know, all of that type of stuff, I end up with horrible scratching eyes. Sometimes they puff up. I know I am allergic to benzoyl peroxide. So I just say, you know what? I don't need makeup. I still look fairly young without it. But I do dye my hair because I still think that I'm too young to be as gray as I am on the top of my head. That's where all my gray is at. It's on the top of my head. And I get that from my mom's side of the family because my mom pretty much was gray on the top of her head. So I get it from my mom. Crap! Talking and wasn't paying attention. There we go. Okay. And I left extra room at the bottom for any tasks that pop up that I think I need to add on for the following year. So that is one thing that I have done as well, just to make sure that, because sometimes you are going through this, something changes, you get a new piece of furniture, new flooring or something like that throughout the year, and you know, something has to change. Okay, it ended exactly where I thought it was going to end, which was the back of the notes page. This allows me to have this for anything extra. So before I leave you guys, I don't use these pages at all. So I figure I'm going to do my books read on this page right here. And then on the other page, I'll do my what I watched. And that way, if I have to print out any more, I have some additional pages. Not necessarily of the books read, but the what I watched ones. So this is kind of I've been using this planner for a couple months now, since September it looks like. And I think really and truly since October, because I didn't really decorate. I did a little bit in September. So yeah, but going back over here, so I haven't really set up the planner for anything. I figured I was just going to test this out to see if I liked it. I'm back to liking it, and so I figured I might as well get it kind of set up for 2023 as well. So with the what I watched, if I have to put any more, I have an extra sheet here and here for it and everything. So let's go back to the notes, and that is everything for this video. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this look into my zone cleaning schedule. And here's a highlight of some of the things that I can kind of do throughout the months, quarters, years, everything. So I will keep chugging along on my cleaning, and this has actually helped me dramatically. I'm not spending weeks and weeks and weeks, months on spring cleaning, and then I don't touch anything for the rest of the year. I'm touching everything every quarter, and if I get to something like that says clean the hood fan every quarter, if I think that the hood fan doesn't need to be cleaned, I don't clean it. I just say not needed or NA. That's what I plan to do. But this will allow me to keep track of when I do it, so that way I'm actually keeping track of it. And I can see, oh, it's been 6 months since I've done this quarterly task, or it's been 9 months. I think it's time to do it. So that's where I am at right now. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and I will be back next week with another cleaning video. Actually, I will be back Saturday with my regular cleaning reset and have it with Christmas music, I think, because it will be Christmas Eve on that day that I post it. And then on Wednesday, this following Wednesday, I will be doing a kind of an announcement, what's changing in my life, like a life change type of video. So I hope everybody will join along with me on those. If you are not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that way you are notified whenever I do post a new video. And I will be back next week, everybody. Thank you. Bye.